Win a Pageant, Episode 34. The Art of Pageantry is an online training program that I designed for members only. To join other winners or just see what it's all about, visit theartofpageantry.com. Hey girl, welcome to another episode of Win a Pageant. In today's episode, you're going to learn the 4 biggest mistakes that most pageant girls make. And of course, I don't want you to make these, so I'm also going to teach you how to avoid them. These mistakes include that they have no action plan. Oh, how vital that is. I'm going to talk more about that one. Number 3, that there is no accountability in place for them to accomplish their goals. Number 2, that they have no fear fighters. I'm going to teach you all about your fear fighters and how you can recruit them. And the number 1 biggest mistake that contestants make is that they do not have a vision that's bigger than the crown itself. So let's dive in. I want to unpack each of these, and I'm going to teach you how not to make the same mistakes. So let's first tackle the no action plan. Well, an action plan helps you to prioritize. It helps you to be confident in the process and make decisions quickly. One of the things I've learned as an entrepreneur is that making decisions quickly is absolutely vital. And this was a skill that I developed in pageantry because you have to think on your feet all the time. You're constantly being pulled in a million different directions, and you really need to be able to make decisions that are in the best interest of you and of the good of the whole. So making decisions is absolutely vital, but you can't really do that if there's no plan and no priorities or you don't know what the process is. So really having a very tight step-by-step process is extremely important. You really need to start your planning process months in advance. Most of the women I work with, I like to start at least 6 months, if not 8 months or 12. I even work with clients who start an entire year before their next pageant. And the reason is because they need a solid action plan. And those are the ones that win. They have a solid action plan. Okay, number 3, no accountability. Now, accountability helps you meet your deadlines. It helps you to feel prepared so you can be confident in that. And it allows you to be your very best self. Now, let me break this down. Oftentimes when we think about accountability, we assume that the person doesn't want to do something. It's they need someone to hold them accountable to their goals or whatever, But really, accountability is far beyond that. Accountability helps you to stay on point. For me, my mentors, my coaches, my directors in pageant land were helpful to hold me accountable to the things that I already said I wanted to accomplish. So they were the ones that were helping me to feel prepared because they were like, wow, look at what you're accomplishing. And they were really able to say like, hey, you said that you were going to do this, and I just want to remind you that it's almost due. So you better get it in, So that accountability is really, really vital. And also it helps you to be your very best self. Sometimes when women compete and they do not have a team or at least a person to hold them accountable, then they start feeling like they're not perfect and they have to be someone that they're not, and they just can't really shine as their very best self because they have no one holding them accountable to what they know they can do. And as your coach, as your accountability partner, that's my job. I really want to shine the very best light on my clients because that's going to be the thing that's important to help them feel like they can be their best self. They're going to achieve their goals. They're going to do what they said that they would do. And that integrity is huge. Number 2, if you show up at a pageant without a fear fighter or a team of fear fighters, then you are going to be constantly overwhelmed with fear. So a fear fighter is somebody that helps you to knock out the negative voices and speak life into your dreams and your desires based on truth and not on fear. The pageant industry can be extremely overwhelming, and it comes with a lot of fear, especially if it's your first ever pageant, because you don't have any idea what to expect. And then you show up and everybody's looking gorgeous and you think they all have it together better than you. But if you have fear fighters in your corner, people who have guided you through the process, people that have spoke life into your dreams and encouraged your desires and put out the fires of the negative voices. And these people need to be based on truth, right? So this isn't the person who's just like, no, you're great, you're perfect. No, you don't really want to hear that either. You know when someone's just dishing out a load of bull, right? You really want to be told the truth. You need people in your life that are going to be able to help you fight that fear. So in the moments when you are just feeling so overwhelmed and you're feeling like fear is creeping in on you, you've got people to bring you back to truth and to speak life into your dreams and your desires. That is so important so that you don't get to the pageant and you get all overwhelmed and fear is talking to you and it's like, and showing up in all the women around you and you're kind of feeling like, oh, I'm not really that good after all. And no, you need someone that is able to remind you about your strengths and that's able to remind you of your dreams and your desires based on a place of truth rather than that fear. So important. Okay, and number 1, no big vision. This is killer to me. A big vision helps you see past the crown and into the impact that you can have and the legacy that you can create. A vision that goes beyond the crown is the difference between the woman who is a title holder that is truly making a difference and what I call the crown chasers. There are some people in the pageant industry who just want the next crown. They want the next crown. They want the next crown. They always just want to be the queen. They want everybody to bow down to them, that kind of thing, right? You know these women. You've probably competed with them. But the woman who is secure in the vision that's bigger than her, the vision that goes beyond the crown, that is going to be the thing that truly wins the pageant. The very first conversation that I have with women that I take on as brand new clients is we talk about the vision beyond them. You'll do this in the membership program if you decide to join the Art of Pageantry. We talk about the big vision. I want you to think about the legacy that you can create, the impact that you can have on people's lives 5 years, 10 years out from the moment that you win that title. And if you can start working toward those visions, think about your legacy project, think about the things you're going to leave behind, work toward that. That's the kind of thing people want to get on board with. That's the judges want to hire that type of woman because she's got a vision bigger than just, oh, I want to be the queen. No one wants to hire that girl. Okay. Your vision really, truly needs to be much larger. Think about what you want to accomplish professionally, personally, charitably. What can you do in 5 years beyond the crown? Use the crown as a trampoline to get you to that big vision. And that, ladies, is how you win a pageant. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next time. Hey there, I'm Alycia Darby, and I just want to say thank you so much for watching that last video. If you totally loved it and got something from it, would you just click subscribe right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel? Hey, I am here for you, and I've got so many more trainings and videos for you. In fact, this one would be a really great one to watch next. Or if that topic doesn't interest you, then try this one. It's my most recent video training. So I think both of these would be really great for you. Thank you again so much for subscribing. I am honored to be your coach. I'll see you again soon.